are you? Are you that busy entrepreneur working long hours and constantly saying that I don't have time to stay in shape? Honestly, I don't think time is the big issue because I've seen many people having big businesses, running teams, and their schedule is insane, but still they're in incredible shape. And after coaching many busy people for years, I just realized one thing. Those people who have a very incredible shape and they're fit, they are not motivated all the time. They've just got the best system. That's it. So stay with me if you're a busy entrepreneur, because in this video, I'm going to just tell you 5 simple, realistic fitness rules that helps you to stay in shape while you are working for long hours. Actually, it's not about influencer advice. Wake up at 4 a.m., do your ice bath, then do your breath work, then do this, then do that. And when you don't have any energy, just go and start your working. It's just about realistic things because the life is real. And honestly, I think you would hate me for the last one. Ready? Let's go. First one, stop making nutrition so complicated. Actually, if you're a good business owner, you know about this phrase, decision fatigue. You as an entrepreneur do a lot of decisions during the day, hundreds of them, meetings, team, money, bank account, your deadlines, your all the things that you have to do to grow your business. Then on top of all of those headaches, why do you want to add your nutrition as well? Why do you think that your lunch should be fancy and every single day your food should be different and diversity of food works better? No, definitely doesn't work better. Actually, most of fit people that I've seen, they have the same meal, the same ingredients, and the same portions because simplicity is scale. To be honest, you don't need variety of things. You just need something simple to be a stick with. Because if I want to talk from your body doesn't care how exciting and fancy is your lunch. Your body just cares about consistency. And as long as your nutrition is so complicated, you cannot make it consistent. And actually, don't get me wrong, if I'm talking about simplicity and your lunch doesn't need to be exciting, it doesn't mean that you have to eat boring food forever. No, it just means that you should make it very simple, that keep it structured during those busy seasons that your work is crazy busy and you can't constantly thinking about what should I eat, how much should be my macros and calories. For those time, you just have a structured plan that you go through it, you go with that. That's it. Actually, I'm just saying that you don't need to add stress on top of those all the stress of your work that you have. So you just need to make nutrition so simple to be a stick with. And if you want results, you have to do this because actually it changes your body in long term. And you are not here to just do a dieting for 2 weeks and lose 5 pounds. Second one, this is what most of you procrastinate to go to the gym because you do not need to live in the gym. I know that how much you get influenced by media that says if you don't work out 6 times a week, 2 hours, you cannot see any results. You have to do 6 hours of cardio, 2 hours per day, 6 times a week, lifting, and then you can see the results. Oh my God, this is not for you. What's good for you? For you as an entrepreneur who's busy, who doesn't have time, it's just 3 to 4 times a week, 45 minutes to 1 hour. That's it. But maybe you tell me, Seppi, I have done this, but I haven't seen any results because your program hasn't been good, because you haven't trained well, because you haven't eaten well. If you want to just train 3 to 4 times a week, 45 minutes to 1 hour, you have to lift properly, you have to lift heavy, and you should make it progressive overloading training. And then again, you need a system to follow. You just cannot go to the gym and do random workouts and tell me that, oh, I did this, but I didn't get any results. And believe me, you don't need to live in the gym because your recovery matters, your sleep matters, your stress matters. And training is a stress. If you want to add another stress on top of those stress during the day you are experiencing, then you never have time to grow your business. You never have time to be a successful entrepreneur. Then what do you need? Lift heavy, progress overload, and stay consistent. That's it. And let me be very honest with you. Most of the time you fail because you're following a very extreme workout routine. And extreme workout routine is fine as long as you have that time and energy. But what about your busy seasons of your entrepreneurship or your business? And here is exactly the place where most of you stop training and again you procrastinating to come back to your training again. But if your training fits your lifestyle, then you're going to stuck with this forever and for a lifetime. That is what I do with my clients. What we do whenever the working season is lower and there's more breezy and they have more time, we little bit add to the load of their training. We go more extreme and strict about the dieting, about the workouts, and about the body transformation of them. And then whenever season is busy for their work, even I've got clients 2 times a week they train and they were still in a good shape. Don't forget, your lifestyle is very different with those other normal lifestyle that you see during the day. You are a busy entrepreneur. You have a business. You are taking care of something which matters to you most of other things. And this is your priority of your life, not going to the gym. Going to the gym is not your priority. Your business is in the first priority. And then staying in shape is something that you have to. Because if you're not, you cannot have a good business and successful business as well. And the third one is exactly for you. Stop guessing. You know what? It's so funny to me that most of entrepreneurs are so much accurate about what they're doing for their business. There is measurements everywhere, there is scales everywhere in their business, but about their body, about what they're eating, they don't measure. They are allergic to measuring it. Why do you think that without measuring you can get results? Let's be honest here. You as an entrepreneur never say, I do the things randomly for my business and I hope that my business grow. You never say that because your business never grow in this way. You all the time tracking the data, numbers, performance, and you're analyzing all the data that you have and you measure everything that you receive. Then how do you think that with guessworking, you can have the body that you want? You can have the energy that you want. You can build the body and shape and the sharp mindset that you want. Definitely, you have to measure your food. Without measuring, how do you know how much calorie you intake, how much macros you intake? Without measuring, how do you know? Without analyzing and seeing the results and measuring the results, without tracking, how do you know that your body's changing? Without tracking your performance in the gym and doing just some random workouts, how do you expect that your workouts work and your body gets some changes? Definitely, you can't get changes when you don't track your workout, when you don't track your food. And tracking just doesn't mean that measuring your food. Tracking is tracking everything. Tracking how much water you're intaking, how many steps you're doing, how much active you are, how much stress you are tolerating during the day. This is something that the most challenging part of my job with my busy business owners clients. And to be honest, most of you are not eating as healthy as you think you're eating. And most of you are eating much more than what you think. And then you're wondering why you're putting weight every single day. Then if you're a smart entrepreneur, you should know this much more than others, that how much measuring data and tracking them is important for the growth of everything. And about your body, you definitely have to track and measure everything to see the results, to see the changes. Then don't tell me that, oh, I don't need to measure my food. I know that how much protein I'm taking. I know that how much water I'm drinking. I know that how much weight I have. I know that how much weight this food has. I know that how much calorie this coffee does have. No, you don't know. Sorry. You just have to measure everything if you want a good result. And number 4, oh my God, you don't know how much it is common between busy entrepreneurs. Dedicating the gym. As soon as you get busy, as soon as you get stressed, as soon as anything comes into your life, you stop going to the gym, you stop tracking your food, and you dedicating this health and wellness for other stuff in your life. Why? Because you don't have a system. Because you're just thinking that motivation is the only thing that should keeps you consistent with your training, going to the gym and tracking your food. Unfortunately, as much as this motivation doesn't work for growing your business, if by the way you're a good entrepreneur or you're a successful one, you have to know that motivation is not there. Be very honest with me. You don't wake up in the morning and say that if I'm motivated, I do this meeting. If I'm motivated, I'm going and talk to my team. If I'm motivated, I do this for my business. Your business is something that you care about it, then you have a system for that. You wake up, either you're motivated or not, you're going to do these things that you have to do. Either anything extra in your life happens or something out of your control happens in your life, you still have these boxes that should be ticked during the day, during the week, month, and the quarter to see the results here after 1 or 2 years in your business. This is the same for your body. It should be as important as your business meetings, and you shouldn't change it in your life as soon as something changes in your life. And you have to mention that in your diary, in your schedule, in your calendar, and then other things should be around of that, not the opposite way. Not as soon as something happens and something comes to your life, the first thing you're dedicating is your gym, is eating healthy, and is tracking your food. You start eating emotionally, you stop going to the gym, and then you open your eyes after a couple of years, you see that you're not healthy, your business is not in a good place because you're not healthy, you're not sharp, you cannot do work more than this, and you just want to go back to the first step, even lower than that. Then please make it as a system and do not dedicate it for other things. And the fifth one that I'm sure you will hate me for that is your sleep. Your sleep is a task. Your sleep is not something whenever you feel you want to go to sleep, you go to sleep. Most of you glorify 4 hours of sleep like it's ambition. Listen to me. Your sleep impacts on your hormones, energy, sharpness, your focus, and whatever you need for your business. I'm repeating it again. Sleep is a task. Yes, it's a task. It's not a luxury thing. It's not a reward. It's not something that you just feel it and doing it. It's a task. It should be there. Sleep is very different with sedation. Most of you are sedating yourself and you're not recovering during your sleep. It's so funny for me when sometimes people say, I went back to sleep through my alarm in the morning. Oh my God. It never happens to me because I don't have an alarm in the morning. I have an alarm the night before. Yes, it might be so funny for most of you, especially for my friends and family, because if you have a good sleep at night, then you can wake up very sharp and very much energized in the morning. And if your sleep is just a sedation, you go to bed and you are scrolling. After a couple of hours, you go to bed. And if you've got a Whoop, your Whoop is showing you that you maximum have had 1 hour deep sleep, then how do you expect yourself that your brain is sharp, you can work better, your meetings are your meetings have better quality during the day, and you can train well? That's why you don't have energy for training. That's why craving is like on top of the roof. And one of the most reasons you're craving during the day is your sleep. If your body doesn't recover well during night sleep, even not sleep, night sleep, then you don't have enough energy, then you're craving all the time, and by early afternoon you crash and just you're living on caffeine, you're chasing caffeine. By the way, if you want to have a good and deep sleep during the night, there are a couple of protocols. If you do them from the morning to the evening, they're very simple. In other episodes, I will talk about them. If you've got those protocols during the day, you will have a very good sleep at night. Then I can say most of you don't need a better fat loss supplements or fat loss program. You just need to go to bed earlier. And honestly, I've heard it a lot from entrepreneurs. They say, if I succeed, I'll sleep. But your health matters. Otherwise, what's the point of doing all those things in your business? And the other thing about going to bed early, I can tell you, is that after 9 p.m., you are not productive at all. You're just scrolling, you're just wasting your time. And the best way to waste this time is going to sleep, because then the day after, you will see that it paid off. I hope you like this video, and just these 5 simple rules can keep you fit while still you're working long hours and you're a busy entrepreneur. And let me tell you something as a friend, your body is the first, the only, and the last home of yours. If you don't take care of your body, all of those money, successes, and everything you're building during your entrepreneurship and your business don't feel good as long as you don't feel good in your own body. And at the end, I wish that you enjoyed watching this video. And the only thing I want in this world about choosing this career, choosing this job for myself as a fitness coach, is to influence on people's lives, even 1%. If you want to make this video influential or practical in your life, just please, after watching this video, think about it, grab a pen and paper, write it down that what exactly matters for you if you are building a lot of businesses and making a lot of money. At the end of the day, what is the most important for that is to enjoy it. And that enjoyment happens when your body is fresh, when your body is energized. And if you want to have that body, just write it down for yourself that what you need to do and how to prioritize it in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm so excited to have more videos like that.